1 a.m., eyes closed, I'm slowly falling to the music and the atmosphere. Now and then, I feel lights fading softly all over me, and I remember last year when I was alone in my bed with all these thoughts in my head and living silently inside. It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wished for a new, happier day. If a hand could reach out right now and save my life somehow, I'll face the sun again as soon as this dreary night ends.
Cause I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take any depressants. Illness and welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me. Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be. Can't go outside.
I don't wanna look like this. Fuck. I don't wanna feel like this. Fuck. Wish I didn't miss her so much. Knew that this would happen. Fuck. Love. Break a mirror, yeah. Fucking break a mirror. Glass shatter, gums bleed out the fucking never clear. Eyes red, mind race. Fucking wish that you were here. I was really fucking hoping it'd be different this year. I don't wanna look like this. Fuck. I don't wanna feel like this. Fuck. Wish I didn't miss her so much. Knew that this would happen. Fuck. Love.
So I'm betrayed, judgmental, nosy, mood killer in my darkest self.
Head of the Hydra and pointlessly cruel. I feel like that's it. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed spread. And oh look, we're live. I didn't see you there. Welcome
Oh.
everyone to another episode of Gehenna Academy, episode 17, Hell or High Water. Rena unfortunately will not be able to join us today. She is currently finding spirits in the underworld, and a Reaper's job, sometimes you gotta do that menial shit. But we still have the rest of our excellent cast. And before I jump right into it, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors, Elderwood Academy and Die Hard Dice, for sponsoring Gehenna Gaming. If you like awesome TTRPGs accessories, whether it be dice box, dice towers, dice itself, and all manners of little knickknacks, paddywhacks, and maybe even a dog and a bone, you can definitely head on over to Elderwood Academy as well as Die Hard Dice. All right, starting with Noor Ali today. You're the Forerunner. Introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Nurdin Ali. I'm tired. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Chund, the Ghost Witch. Let's just go with Ghost Witch from now on.
Not
Because
Witch Ghost.
His darkest self is currently very witchy, but he is also very ghostly. Last we saw Chund, he was... How do we best put it? Tearing the school down. That. Pronouns he, him, too.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Hi. I am Chantel B. You can find me on Twitter at Chantel B. My pronouns are they, them. Melody, who is currently headed toward the Ghost Witch. Her pronouns are she, them. And yeah, headed toward a Ghost Witch who failed to hex her because she's unhexable. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
It'd be nice.
It'd be great.
Hi, y'all. I'm Alyssa, pronouns they, them. You can find me on Twitter at @adisasterqueer, and I play Amara the Hollow, also they, them pronouns. Amara was also in the exploded school, is also heading to confront Chund, and is also in their darkest self.
Is anyone not in their darkest self?
That be me. Hello, everybody. I am Chris, and I am playing Isaac the Fury. And with that, he joined up with Ivy and a bunch of other people to go into the underworld and try to figure out how to stop this doomsday stuff. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, and I guess that just leaves me, little old me. Hi everyone, I'm Nick Francia at Old Man Nick. I'm the storyteller for tonight. Pronouns are he, him. And yeah, I'm super excited to get right into this, this huge basket of fun. Alright. Are we ready to start? So, chunks of concrete, wood, foundation, doors, and windows. You can see the gnarly cracks in your room as, or across the way, I should say, not in the dorms per se, as the main entrance hall and building of Gehenna Academy are currently undergoing a massive spell-like assault, as things are just being ripped apart, taken out in chunks, like 100 little hands are just ripping at something like tissue paper on Christmas. When you're manifesting your powers, Chun, are you screaming as you do it, or are you just a calm fury?
Of course, there's a moment to put something in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
It's fun. Why do I have to be gooey?
It always is.
That's how it manifests. He's eating something. He always has something in his mouth.
You're the Brad Pitt of the TTRPG world. You're always eating something.
It's true. What's happening? Chund is something we actually haven't seen for a very long time. He is dead looking. It's not just the same outfit he's worn before. It's the outfit he was in, which he died in, covered in blood, bruises on most of his face, other, like, clear, like, shattering of bones and skin in other places, hair wild as if pulled apart by magic, half in, half out of the world. There's no scream or sound, there's just silence, dead silence, like his own presence kind of sucks away the energy in a room, like light evaporates in his presence, sound evaporates in his presence. It's he's a black hole of a man. It's terrifying.
Funny enough, Amara, you would kind of find this comforting.
Great, finally my not dad is relatable again.
And
Is this really what you wanted?
yeah, apparently so, to a certain extent. And you can almost feel like a voice calling out to you in the back of your head, going, like, what are you doing? Don't do this. You're the reason this school existed. It stayed for you. I built this for you.
Damn it, Travis.
And you're not sure if it's actually Travis or just your consciousness kind of taking a little bit of a form to talk to you.
In words that are almost unnatural coming out of his mouth, there's just, you took something beautiful and you ruined it! Which I think is so loud it actually rings in the ears of most people nearby.
And you could see people are starting to coalesce. Students, you can hear staff starting to shout. They're trying to control the damage as the doors have literally been torn open, and it looks like you know when an explosion goes off and you see the aftermath, it's like almost like a big like hole has just been punched into the academy itself. And you know, the screaming in your hand, and you know, there's kind of almost like this religious connotation to it. You know, you were the one of the origin points of the academy, and you've come almost like the creator. You know, I will come and I will rip down my temple, or rip down my, you know, my abode, my home, because you corrupted it.
Yep.
And
there's only one way to root out the corruption of a home, and it's to take it and tear it down to the ground. Like I said, Chun's in his darkest self.
Oh yeah, and the ice and the kind of everfrost across the grass is like picking up and shattering as bits of soil, and even there's fissures forming against the kind of cement walkways. You have about a round or so before the rest of the authorities come to handle this. Melody, Amara, are you going to do anything specific? How do you react to this?
Just gonna talk to him. I'd like to speak with the angry ghost. Please.
Yeah, I think you can speak to me.
Chand?
What?
Why are you doing this?
It was home. And it's being ripped apart, so I'll rip it apart. There's only one way to fix this, and it's by tearing it down over and over and over again.
Are you trying to save people, or are you trying to kill them?
I don't want people to be hurt. I just want it to stop.
Well, look at what you're doing.
And as they say that, you can see the coalescence of students that are now gathering out on the grounds itself, kind of running to safety.
You can stop.
I can't stop.
Yes, you can.
I can't stop. And like, I think I fully uproot a tree at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And just fling it into the air. No, I fling it into a wall. Of course, it's like through a couple windows. What am I saying?
I would say that, or do you fling it at Melody and Amara? I was gonna ask.
No, he doesn't want to hurt. He doesn't want to hurt individual people.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's noted that even though there are cracks appearing around the door rooms, especially, there's no actual attacking happening there. It's in the classrooms that are empty, or the main hallway, or the library that things are really falling apart, getting destroyed. And I think that tree specifically spears the windows in the library, just making a wreck out of things.
And you can see Professor Morrison. You can see the rest of the monster members. You can see the dean, especially the dean, screaming at you, going, "Chun, what are you doing? Stop this at once! You're destroying the entire academy."
Okay, I'm gonna hex Dean.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the darkest self.
Yeah,
so
no, go ahead.
Oh no, that's not good. So on it. Yep, that's an 11. So the hex works and can easily be reversed by me. That's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
The hex that I've chosen is probably illusions. So that is going... which one do I want to set? Definitely like non-existent subtext is one of the options. Give him some non-existent subtext.
What does that even mean?
Don't ask me. Ask Avery. I didn't write this.
Okay. I'm gonna just consider that carte blanche to get weird. So you watch as the kind of this haze forms around Dean Saeed's eyes, and you watch as for a second he goes silent, and then he opens his mouth, and a large roar resonates through the academy as he begins to thrash about and get bigger and bigger, almost as if he is transforming right in front of you. And you see Professor Morrison like look at you, and activating my hard move now that I can bring this is, he mutters an incantation, and you can feel your arms being kind of chained to the side as they're pulled like towards the ground, and chains kind of going across your mouth, spectral in nature, almost like gagging you. And
I can't hex anyone anymore, but the school damage doesn't actually require me to move.
oh no, yeah, but to say the school's still being torn apart. And I feel like at this point, even though you're not meaning to hurt anyone, like specifically students, I don't think you care if falling debris smashes on Professor Morrison or not.
No. In fact, I probably want it to happen.
Yeah, and you watch as one of the lower floors completely collapses on him, but you can see that his shield wards that like have kind of they've been noticed since the beginning, like since episode 1 of this season, they're just deflecting off of him, as he, at this point, he's kind of the real person running the academy right now, and just kind of like focusing on the chains pulling you to kind of invert into one point. You feel yourself being just dragged away from this realm, and you're not sure where to.
I'm gonna lash out physically one more time.
Okay, yeah. Who is your intended target? The school again, or someone specific?
Dean Said, Professor Morrison. Dean Said, Professor Morrison. Dean Said, Professor Morrison. Morrison.
What to say?
The
Said,
source of all pain.
Yeah, Said. You know, you've always gotten the idea that he generally does care for the students of the school, although he definitely has his favoritism, and he's allowed this all to happen. But what'd you roll?
I rolled a 12.
Awesome. So you actually managed to send an attack. How are you manifesting? Are you throwing a tree? Or are you throwing a sharp piece of wood?
Hold on, let me just check my options. Yeah, it is. Where is Professor Morrison's office?
It would be towards the back of the school. He's not in it right now, but is that the intention to
I think somehow, like through wall after wall, Morrison's own like desk and filing cabinet just comes shoving through, shooting out of a wall and hitting him.
Is your intention to kill?
I don't think that's my intention, but I don't think he's capable of holding back right now.
You watch as the filing cabinet goes splat, and you can hear the cries of someone as you're pulled out of this existence. Melody and Amara, you look back for a second, and you see kind of a sickening sight, and you hear Professor Morrison kind of cry out in horror as under the remnants of the filing cabinet, you don't see Professor Morrison, but you do see Rebecca Van Straten, one of the kind of mantra twins, as has been called, who had jumped in the way, it seemed, to defend the father, and was promptly crushed to death. And
Crushed to death.
by like a fully loaded filing cabinet, and it is messy.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think I can rebuild a whole body. I can bring someone back from the dead, but I don't know if she wants to be that. I don't know if she wants that life.
Yeah, I think the final words that issue through the school, "Stay out of my home." And then I disappear. And oh God, what did I do? What did you have me do, Nick?
You don't realize that you don't know who you hit. As far as you know, you hit Professor Morrison. You did exactly what you intended to do.
Oh my god. She went splat?
Yeah, like if you were to throw something very heavy and large at a high velocity, like
Became
Just-
a bullet.
just tomatoes everywhere.
Yeetis believis.
And it's funny because Isaac doesn't even know this is happening because Isaac's not there right now.
See, Isaac, this is how you destroy things.
Cute. Cute.
Yeah, I would say Isaac goes on a psychic rampage. Everyone's like, "Oh, that kind of sucks. That terrible what he did." Chun goes, "I will not be outdone." First off,
Hold my beer.
No, hold my school.
Hold my skull, literally.
hold my entire school as I crush you beneath it, please. And yeah, you could see the viscera and the gore and the blood and the chunks. It literally looks like tomato sauce has been spread across the floor, as really all that's remaining of Rebecca is 2 legs and a waist.
I mean,
Were you gonna?
And I get to
Are
put
those-
another dead, another.
do they have to be alive to like?
Like-
If I
No.
just, do they have to be alive for just a taste? Just a
Just a little nibble.
just a little nibble.
It's
Thank you,
like a
percentile
marinara
Mike.
sauce.
I appreciate you for reading.
I'm so sorry.
No,
But-
if you're thinking that, funny enough, Sylvester's already beating you to it.
Okay, good.
And even in the horror, like Professor Donald Morrison looks at you and goes, "We can mourn later. We must not let her sacrifice go to waste." And you watch as Sylvester takes chunks of the gore and begins to unabashedly, because who the fuck, they're in control of the academy now, who gives a shit, begins to shovel the viscera in his mouth, crying as he does it though.
It makes me think of that episode of The Simpsons where Homer's eating and crying. Just eating and crying.
Do you nom, Melody?
I nom, but I'm not like viscera off the floor. Let me like, there's a waist and legs. Like, let me at least have some leg. Gee, like, you know,
Let's be civilized about that.
Let's be
let's be civilized about this.
Do you say anything to Amara, Melody?
I will look at Amara. I will not say anything.
I mean, Amara, this was the person that kind of introduced you to Mantra, them and Andy, and even like kind of guided you through your first little initiation.
Yeah, is Morrison also eating?
He is not, but
Okay.
he is looking down, like attempting to get the filing cabinet off of what remains of her.
Yeah. I'm gonna process all of that later. I don't know how to deal with my new families cannibalizing themselves. So
You might not know that's You might not think that's taboo. You know, you're kind of a newborn here. I don't know if Chund ever told you that cannibalism is wrong.
Eat now, process later.
Okay, straight up, considering I've now been brought into this nonsense,
You
Do
haven't
you
been
think-
you've been taken literally to another like plane
I
of
just,
existence.
I just don't know if it ever came up. It's been
You
like,
did this.
it probably
I don't think-
came up. Like, what's the difference between like people and animals or something like that? You know, way back when. And Chunt's response would be like, "You can eat animals. You should never They're different.
Nobody would ever go, yes, what's the difference between people and animals? We eat animals, we
If
don't eat
Amara-
people. Nobody does that. Nobody does that.
It's true.
Not one person has ever said that to me. That is
Well,
not a
I feel
teaching
like they
I've
do. I feel like though it would be like that would be a discussion about souls and like sapient intel. But regardless, Sylvester will look back at you, Amara, and kind of with blood stained around his mouth, they'll go, she'll live on through us, and we'll make sure of that. This might seem barbaric, but in reality, it's our way. And he offers you a bit of the gore.
Can I attempt to gaze into the abyss and see what the impact of this would be?
Awesome. Go
full
ahead and roll.
stomach.
A full stomach. You won't have to eat for another couple of hours.
I unwrapped a starburst, and it's the same color as.
Full stomach in your
Just partake.
I rolled a 9, and I have 2 gaze into the abyss moves now. One is Metamorphosis, which means it will show me what I must become, and I swap stats. And the other is, fittingly, a Spirit de Corpse, which means I gain a hunger from the abyss. So,
Well, that should be pretty obvious what your hunger is going to be. As you kind of look into the sketchbook, I love the idea. I love the idea of the gaze in the abyss of the sketchbook. I'm sorry, I'm just going to hamper on that for the rest of the season. You see the kind of stick figures all around you, because your question is, what happens if you do this, right? You see like a drawing of yourself and almost like this haze around you that vaguely looks like it's supposed to be a drawing of Rebecca. And it's almost like it's showing her to be like your guardian of some sort, but you're not entirely sure of what that means though, or like what the but you do see the kind of tendril spawning from you, all heading to the person in the sky as everyone else has been. And you can see that the crowd around, all the tendrils that are flying out, have become much more numerous since the last time you gazed into the abyss. And then you see a rough drawing of that mirror again, and it's beginning to crack. And yeah, the abyss, or mainly the divine light, is going to share you the literal hunger of flesh.
lovely. I will go ahead and partake of that then.
And just to kind of translate the gaze into the abyss a bit, the benefits of eating this will probably be more apparent than not, but you're definitely going to entrench yourself further into this organization. I won't share any more just because you didn't roll the 10, but...
I mean, I understand why Chun did what he did, but no, Mantra is good to me. I'm fine with being more entrenched with them. So yeah, I will go over to Sylvester and take whatever viscera he is offering.
Can I at least offer some of my leg? Can I?
That
Like,
feels
you know.
more gruesome to me.
Yeah, the
Really?
skin and everything.
I mean, like,
The exploded
Just
bits
off-
are already like pre-chewed.
I was
pre-prepared.
I was taught not to eat food off the floor. So like, I'm just, you know.
And as you eat Amara and you feel the warm, gushy goodness slide down your throat, and kind of like you can taste the copper and the warmth ick of the flesh, And I'm gonna be descriptive, so let me know, everyone. Oh, by the way, I should probably put yeah, thank you, Nightbot, for the content warning, and Chantel for the content warning. Yeah, we're talking about cannibalism this episode. I forgot to say that. You can feel the ick run into you, and you're not sure if it's because of mantra. You're not sure it's because of just your own personal experiences, but it feels good, and you definitely feel like you've been helped because of it. If Rebecca was the main character, you might have gained one of her moves just then, but you do not. But the Metamorphosis, because last time it told you to be more cold, this time it's telling you to the only answer to violence is more violence. Become more violent.
Checks out.
Alright, switching your cold and volatile. Awesome. And you... wow, you still have those 2 moves for Strain Impressions. Jesus Christ. And kind of from there, you kind of have a weird reaction. You can see, like, almost like black veins kind of underneath your skin start to kind of raise, and you can feel yourself dropping to the floor for a second, as if you're growing stronger in yourself. Much more kind of sudden and apparent than it was for Melody. And it feels enthralling, it feels terrifying, it feels just downright scary. As your eyes kind of roll to the back of your head, and you can feel the presence of something or someone with you. And Professor Morrison looks at you and goes, "We needed Rebecca for the ceremony. Will you take her place?"
Yes.
Child of Shadows.
Of course. Will you tell me more, though? It was... I feel like I can feel her, I can feel someone else. You were the one who saved me, weren't you? Can you tell me more?
I think this is the time. Melody, Amara, Sylvester, come to my office. I think it's time we discussed Amara.
Looks at office here.
I'm sure the dean and you're kind of wondering what was going on with the dean, but he has been restrained by several members of Mantra, kind of holding him in one of those like binding circles. But yeah, head to the office, which is, it's kind of tough because staircases are broken. He looks around, he's like, "We'll have to make do in the auditorium. Classes are definitely going to be canceled for the next few days." And it looks like a war zone blasted through here. Like, literally, you're stepping over timber, you're stepping over down bookshelves, glass. The several paintings that had once adorned the halls of former students and family members and whatnot have been kind of ripped to shreds, some of them. And there's this aura of sadness that is just kind of spreading across the academy. Not that the home had been violated in such a way and torn down, but it had been done so by a person that a lot of people admired. And you catch a few glances on them. You see Tie Money in his pajamas and like tank top, looking kind of confused. You see Reese, arms crossed, shaking his head, almost as if he was right. You see Yanni yelling, complaining that her beauty sleep got interrupted. You see Hannah trying to help clean stuff up and lift stuff off of people that have been maybe accidentally pinned. In terms of like damage to people and casualties, well, the Rebecca situation definitely did not help, as the staff members are shielding the view of the body, and the body's being, or what's left of it, is being quickly transported after the feeding has been done. And you kind of wonder why the students haven't said anything about the act of feeding, but it's like they don't even realize it happened. They don't even acknowledge it in their own right. And then, Melody, you see Robin, who almost looks pleasantly pleased with herself.
What's she doing?
She's just admiring, not like looking over everything that's happened.
You look happy with yourself.
It's not so often you see such passion. To see what your home has become, to rebel against it. It's really beautiful.
I'm glad you think so. And I just keep moving.
Melody. Trade one gilded cage for another.
I have nothing to say to her. I'm just gonna keep moving.
Mm-hmm. And I think let's cut to Isaac. Isaac, the last time we saw you, you had just been transported to the underworld and landing right in the office of Susan Superior. Or Susan Superior, sorry. The Superior. You realize very quickly that, you've been transported in the office. Your other two friends are, I should say, Luca's there, and Sirs Mercutio, but Ivy is nowhere to be found. The little girl kind of turns, looks at you in the bright pink hair. Yeah, your teacher. The yellow rain kind of coat. I hope you have something for me, because this has gone shit up. Where's my Reaper?
I thought she was yours. You don't know where your people are?
I mean, shut up.
See, this is why I know you guys call yourself the oldest house, but come on, you gotta get updated with the times.
Before I send you back in a body bag of multiple varieties, what do you have for me, if anything?
Luca has something for you, and also you should be a little nicer. I know you have a little tantrum, but a please, thank you goes a long way. But Luca, you would take this conversation before she may do something.
Before you can finish your sentence, she snaps her fingers, and you no longer have a mouth. I'll take your hands too. I swear to God. And then she snaps her fingers. It's back. When you're in my office, my rules.
Okay, just give her what she wants.
And Luca goes on to explain everything about what you found out the previous episode before, or chapter before, about the incident Wickerton, about the idea of the ceremony called the Convergence, everything like that, about the, it's going to happen on the formal is what you believe. And kind of when you're done in explaining everything, she kind of looks and she goes, okay, that's evidence.
Oh, thank God.
All right. I can maybe help with this.
What do you mean, maybe? We gave you evidence and now we're getting a maybe? I thought this was for, yeah, give me evidence and sure. Why is there a maybe now?
Well, because we can't go back to Gehenna Academy.
Why not? You guys keep hyping yourselves up as like the SEAL Team 6 of, planes of dimensions or whatever. Why don't you just go in there, bust down the door and say, you're under arrest? It's that easy.
Well, we have imperial bylaws and we have, our house, the oldest house, is based on guidelines and laws and rules. And Ivy was our contact and she was enrolled in Gehenna Academy. As of last night, she's no longer enrolled in Gehenna Academy, and therefore the invitation to the Reapers has been rescinded, and we're kind of stuck on here.
What do you mean? She's still a student. She get expelled. I got expelled.
Well, no. We got the notice. Several of you got expelled. Probably you were the only one publicly.
What?
Mercutio. You were also expelled. And Mercutio's like, what? What? No. And she begins to read down a list. And funny enough, this list only seems to have mantra haters on it. And then and a new one that appears that is literally being written down, like appearing on the list as you're speaking, as you see Chun's name ink in.
Why, oh boy, that's not good.
They are some smart people, let me tell you, because Gehenna Academy is a magical academy, therefore has wards, it has protection as powers, and it extends to the school itself, the property, the staff, and the students. If you are no longer a student in Gehenna Academy, then the school might not physically let you in.
Then why don't we just break it down then? Just force our way in.
Excellent idea. You can do that. I'm being held up by a bureaucracy.
Oh my God. We need
And
some
therefore,
sort
so
of
is
help.
Ivy.
We need something you can give us, like an item or something, or back up something. We are just students. Like, yes, we are powerful in each and own way, but we're gonna need something here to fight.
Didn't
a
you
whole
save the
school.
world last year?
That was really by accident, and on top of that, it was Ivy that did that.
Well, my notes say it's also been Melody. It was also you. It was also Mercutio. It was also Chun. It was also Samir.
Look, Ivy did a lot of lead work here, okay? She did a lot of it, and on top of that, we got lucky. Because Homeboy should have killed us, to be perfectly honest, in that situation. So we need something to help us. Help! You don't have to, paperwork loophole, whatever. Just help. Just some form of help.
I think I could help you.
Okay. And that help would be...
You, and she points to Isaac, and you, points to Luca, and then points back to a kind of like room. Just give me 1 second. She starts flipping through files. And she pulls out a file that looks particularly like sparkly, like it's been dashed with a bunch of glitter on it. But you know it's almost kind of like it's manifesting, and there's hints of like trees and stuff like that, and like a smell of like nature. But it's also got chains wrapped around it. There you go. I technically should not be doing that, but I can declare, I can declare emergency powers during the situation, and so I can do this.
What is this bedazzled mess?
You got 5 minutes. Get as much information you can and leave.
What is this? Wait, what is this?
Do you want to win this prize?
Oh boy, I it's a file, right?
Yes.
That was a question for the MC. It's a
Yes.
file, right? It's
It
like
is
a
a
file.
file.
I guess I open it.
No. She doesn't give you the file. She
Oh,
puts the file on the kind of like, if you were going to a patient and they're like they have a little like folder outside the room.
yeah.
She puts it in there and you feel like a kind of like color change come through the door.
Okay, then I walk through that door.
Luca looks at you. Dude, are you sure this is...
What else are we gonna do? They're not gonna help us. This is the only help they're gonna give us. We are a couple students versus a whole school. We need something. Even on my ultra mode, I can't fight an entire school of mantra people.
And
We
you
gotta
go-
do something.
You go through and you walk through. And you enter into a sterile-looking white oblivion. Like an empty sketchbook.
Great, she sent us to the Matrix. This is gonna be fantastic. Oh, yeah.
You see the sketchy outline of a figure. Like a little like sketch. Like a drawing, but like actually moving 3D like. And you realize this person looks familiar. You see Yone. Isaac!
Oh, hell no.
So good to see you.
We cut
Oh.
your head off. You should be like gone. You shouldn't be. Where are we? Am I in hell? Is this hell?
I mean, I'm dead. You killed me. Or Ivy killed me. And Melody, to be perfectly more specific, yes, I died. And you're in the underworld.
Good to note that the underworld looks like that one video from Take On Me.
Well, this is just a isolated part of the underworld. This is where what they do to people like me.
Why did they send me to you? Are you gonna help? I doubt you want to help us after we cut your head off.
You're right. I wouldn't want to help you. Why are you here? How's Gehenna Academy been? How's my good friend Mercutio been? How's my roommate Ivy been?
Ivy's great.
I
We're
can't hurt
dating
you.
now.
Are you?
Yeah. I can't. We gotta skip this small talk, dude. We need your help.
Luca's like, are you?
Yes.
Well, congratulations. And
Thank
he
you.
raises his hands, in which he's still like a drawn out. Like, I would shake your hand or anything, but I can't interact with you. I'm not all so lucid right now in this realm. It's really a drag living here, writing out my days, and this you see the whole white kind of oblivion just fill out with large writings and drawings of like of him saying "let me out" over and over and over again.
Well, this is what we like to call the consequences of your actions, buddy. That's what happens when we try to kill everybody to become an ultimate powerful being. There are consequences to your actions.
I succeeded. It's fine. Partially.
What do you mean? You failed. You didn't become this ultimate being the last time I
That
checked.
wasn't my only goal. That was just sort of a bonus.
Then what was the ultimate goal then?
Come on, Isaac. What did I do? What did we do? What did the...
Wait, I didn't do anything. You did something.
What did the group do as a 5? What did me, Victoria, Mercutio, Samir, Professor Storia, Nikki, what did we all do?
When I died, you were doing some cult shit in that cave, is what you were doing.
Speaking of which, I'm surprised Victoria isn't down here.
Well, Victoria's in a very different place. She got a very different set of consequences that you're happy that you cut your head off and you ended up like her. So
I would honestly argue that I was not as bad as she was.
Yeah. At least you were honest.
Mm-hmm. Well, to remind you, we broke something out of the Forbidden Cave. And that thing manifested. I mean, it shared the body with me for a bit. And sure, I was killed, but it didn't mean it went away. You don't have the method of resealing it.
What did you create?
I didn't create anything. That thing has been here before any of us was.
So what did you bring back?
I brought back darkness.
If we could skip over the metaphors, that would be fantastic.
No, I mean, I literally brought back darkness. A primordial, incarnate, an avatar. I literally brought back something older than a god. Of course, it switches vessels every couple cycles. This time, Gehenna Academy, it came to Gehenna Academy, and they got the brand awesome idea to trap it, and that worked for about 70 years. Until I came along.
Yeah, until you stupidly broke it. So is this thing evil? Is it kind of neutral? Can it be swayed? Can somebody take it?
I mean, I'm sure you've already come into contact with it.
Oh yeah, I have, all right. And they seem like a very nice person.
Oh, they've manifested as a person now. How do you know that's them for sure?
Believe me, you said darkness, you're giving all these signals. Yeah, it's matching up like, it's just matching up, buddy.
Good. Good. Looks like I did my job perfectly fine.
Okay, look, buddy. We're sorry, all right? We're sorry that we had to, end your life short. But we need your help. The school is in trouble. There is a bunch of cultists running it now, which isn't fun. And they're probably going to destroy any plane in their way.
Oh, you mean, and on one of the walls you see the giant kind of sun symbol appear?
Yep, that's the assholes.
My family.
Your what?
Of course. You didn't think I didn't come to Gehenna Academy. I was a simple, innocent fae. You didn't think I didn't get the knowledge from someone that there was something trapped in the caves below? You didn't think there was a weird change over the past couple of years? Such a sweet boy. That's... What does he call himself? Sylvester?
Sylvester taught you.
He didn't teach me. That old fool of a person that calls himself a father or professor is. I mean, I got on Sylvester's good side like I get on everyone's good side, you know? And I hit him with a little bit of my I'm Yone, my little drag voice. Like I'm just simple and idiotic. And I go, yeah. And I don't talk a lot.
I can't believe I fell for that shit. I'm still.
You
trying
did
to
fall
process
for that very well, and it kept you off me for a good amount of the time here. Until you tried upending my entire dream grass supply.
That was business. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, I had to
but
kill Lucas for it, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, another one that you killed, asshole. Congratulations to you. Now,
I mean, I would have got to Nikki, Victoria, Mercutio. Probably Samir to finish the whole, group off, but I think I would have actually felt bad about Samir. They were all assholes. Except for them.
Samir's fine, yes, but come on, you gotta help a monster buddy. You gotta help us out here, please.
What can you offer me? Can you get me out of here?
You're dead. How am I supposed to get a dead body? You're dead. You're not coming back. That's not an option.
Are you implying that you don't share company with a ghost?
Yeah, but that's your Fae. Do Fae even have ghosts? Like, I thought you guys kind of
Do Fae have ghosts? You're talking to a ghost right now. What do you mean?
A ghost more like a spirit inside of a realm. It's a little different.
Okay, how about this? How about you just... you gotta make me a promise. I want to see what I let out face to face. I'll help you. Bring down Mantra if that's what you really want to do. But you have to bring me back that primordial. I just want to meet them. They shared my body for so long, for those couple of weeks. I want to see what my baby has become. Because if I loved anything in this world, I probably loved them the most. Such a simple, a perfect being. It doesn't have remorse. It doesn't have morality. It's just base nature. A perfect being of magic and power.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I don't think it has literally all those things. It has morality, it has curiosity, and it's actually fantastic.
It has lied to itself and faked that into its being. It's pure under all of that, and that's what I admire most about it. I admire its purity.
If I bring you back, then you have to promise me something.
What?
That if I walk you out of here, meet you face to face with your creation, you won't try to take it over.
Oh,
and
no.
then become it.
It's fully matured into something beyond that. It doesn't need to share my body anymore, no.
Can I use scanners to see if he's bullshitting me?
Do you want to see scanners to see if you're bullshitting me?
Yes.
Sure. Why don't you roll, Isaac? Roll on the all-powerful Fae being that's stuck behind the sketch wall. I'm sure that'll be fine. Roll them bones.
I got an 8. I believe. Yes, an 8.
Okay, as per the rule of 8. They must answer one question, choose one question, and then they get to choose one.
Yeah. If I do bring him back, is he gonna try to finagle his way out or take control of Amara for his own?
What do you mean, like? So wait, what do you mean finagle his way out?
Like, will he try to escape and become an entity if I break him out of here? Like, is he gonna try? Is he gonna try? If I bring him out, is he gonna try to stay
take over
out?
Amara? He's not gonna take over Amara now.
Okay. All right.
Do we have a deal?
That's my question.
And he extends his hand. even through the state, Fades are very powerful. And I fully intend for you to keep it.
For the love of God, please let this not be a bad decision. And I shake the hand.
You're a brave hombre, my friend, Luca says from the back.
Someone's got to make the tough decisions around here. And plus, nobody really gives a shit if I live or die, so...
All right, what can I help you out with? Woo!
Well,
Great.
we're pretty much, what it sounds like, gonna have to do a full frontal assault in this school, or at least something. I mean, primarily, I think most of the students may be mind controlled by mantra because they have a nice little
psychoparasites.
Yeah, I think one, we need to remove that, and also we need to find our way.
No,
into
literal
the school so we
parasites.
Ew. Wait, like
Mentally, yes.
like, but not physical parasites, right?
Well,
What do you mean, well?
if they haven't gone too far, sure.
Oh God. Yeah,
No one's eaten anyone yet, have they? Oh, I do love a good story.
Alright, to make a very long story quick, I fought Bakusho over something in which I considered important, and Melly came around taking chunks.
All right, here's what you're gonna need to do. You have to cut the head off the Hydra. You gotta interrupt the connection. But even that's not enough. You're not gonna be able to kill Professor Morrison. He's much too strong. But you can break his link to the Academy. They're probably going to be planning something big. Interrupt whatever ritual they're planning. Stop whatever bad thing, disaster's about to happen. And he'll have to crawl back in the hole. He uses a lot of energy to do stuff like that. So once he's begun, he can't really stop it. And if he gets interrupted, that's it. Every connection. Severed. What mental one there is. The ones that have already devoted themselves physically might take a little more time to prune off. He died already once before. His grandson beat him to death in his own office. Dropped the bookcase on him. That's because Professor Morrison was being a little bit of a sicko.
Oh, that's...
He's a sick... He's not a nice man.
No shit. Anything else? Do these guys usually have any weaknesses to anything that might help? Or is it still just like fighting people?
Well, if one of them sees you, they are gonna. You just have to realize they're a hive mind.
Oh, boy. It gets harder. It's only harder.
I will say, watch out for this. One of them's gonna get turned into a cannibal. And the ritual always ends the same way, or will they try? They need to eat someone. Usually someone very powerful.
Oh, no. So you remember how we were talking about that lovely little toy of yours that you made? Yeah, I think...
Yes, that would be the perfect candidate, yes.
And you're fine with that?
If they were able to eat them, they would gain the powers of Primordial. They would be stronger than gods. They would probably be able to rip across reality, and all life that we know would end.
I understand what Ivy feels on a daily basis.
Well, get that ghost friend to help you, and your Ivy. I'm sure we'll be all right. Oh, are you? You're all still friends, are you? You look so united when you fought me.
Yeah, because you were trying to all kill us at once. It tends to happen. Do you have any way? We kind of got expelled, so is there a...
I mean, you could still crash the party.
Okay, good. I just want to know
go get it. I mean, I'm sure there's still students of the Academy that still will be on your side.
Oh boy.
Is that all? I'm a little tired. I'm lying, but you're fucking boring me.
Okay, you know what, buddy? You think the first company you've had for a while, you'd be a little bit nicer.
You're not the first company I've had for a while.
Okay.
What did you like to know? Get the fuck out of here and bring me that avatar.
Luca, do you have any questions for Mr. Brightside over here?
Can we psychically sever the connection? Well, if you do, you're gonna have to put them within an inch of their life, probably, yeah. It'll hurt them, but you could definitely detach them. Hydra only has so many fangs.
Hmm.
And you start to feel yourself fade from the a white oblivion.
And looks like our time is expiring. Good luck with your Matrix here, buddy. If you do get a chance, you should do a music video here. It looks pretty
And
awesome.
in a second, he's on you. His mouth open, like extended wise, like he is about to bite and swallow you. And then he stops and smiles and goes, "Bye, Isaac. I look forward to you returning."
Brush your teeth, and I just disappear.
And I think that's a perfect place to end the scene. Let's check in with our ghost friend.
Which one?
Our main character ghost friend, of course.
Oh darn, not me.
You find yourself in a very weird place. It's soft. It's lush. It smells like earth. And you can feel the humming of flies, the glowing lights around you as you're in a lush forest of beautiful but also strange oddities.
What is happening?
Are you in the Fey realm?
Did I say that or did someone say that? I don't know if
No,
I'm talking
that's just the kind of like maybe the thought process you have. That's me saying that.
I don't know if I'm in the Fey realm. I've never been to the Fey realm before. Have I
Yeah.
been to the Fey realm before?
As you haven't.
Okay, I think I'm gonna gaze into the abyss. See
Sure.
if I can figure out what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a 9.
Awesome.
Scary visions.
Scary visions time. Sketchbook time. As you kind of like for a second and you like lose track of where you are, you get the weird memory of Melody that you've never seen before, pounding on the door that just seems to be locked. The kind of you see an image of Mercutio walking through one of the dirt paths with this moving burlap sack under his arm, and you see him chuck it into the woods. You see the flowers growing. You see kind of visages of Yone. You see Isaac. You see a man you've never seen before playing one of those like sitars. You see a load of just beautiful kaleidoscopic imagery. And then you see just a patch of mushrooms. Which is, oh my god, that's not an illusion. There's actually just a patch of mushrooms.
Okay. I walk to the mushrooms.
They're very colorful and they look tasty.
I don't eat.
Probably not. Probably shouldn't.
Oh dear. Hello?
Hello?
Who's that? I turn around.
You feel something roll and hit your foot.
I lean down.
What do you expect to find?
Honestly, I kind of expect to find a talking mushroom.
Well, it's not that. Something a little bit more grosser, or a little more unsettling, as you see, kind of walking on probably one of those mushrooms, like using as a makeshift like body, you see a head, and not just any head. You see the head of Victoria.
This is awkward. I didn't bring anything.
It's okay. I'll forgive you this time.
I suppose I should ask how it's been.
Have you come to get me out?
No.
Then it's been really fucking bad.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
This is awkward.
Yeah. I'm ahead. My body's gone. I don't know where it is. Probably buried 6 feet under somewhere. I can't live a normal existence. I'm trapped here.
Yeah.
I'm doomed for the next couple hundred years as apparently my punishment to be a courier and roll around and check stuff for the fucking king of the Fae.
Sounds like you got exactly what you deserved.
Really? Is that what you think I deserve? You think I deserved being trapped for the rest of my life?
You tried to hurt the person that I loved.
Okay.
That I do love.
I tried to hurt the person that I love, so you think I should be trapped for all of eternity in eternal suffering? Yeah, that's a great balance of scales. And
What did you think killing them would do?
I didn't care about killing them. It wasn't about killing them. It was about getting that Fae blood.
That's my point. You got exactly what you were going to do, so completely haphazardly. You were going to try and kill Samir, and you got the Eternity of Torment instead. Don't ask me to feel sorry for you.
Couldn't even kill me decently. Spare me it. No, you had to inflict this suffering. It's kind of a shitty thing to do, isn't it?
Technically speaking, I didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah, and just because you were there, you were just a bystander. That doesn't apply to you. Sins by omission are just as bad.
It's the whole reason you came to visit me, huh? The moment you saw me transported here to complain?
I mean, someone's gotta hear it. And I've built it up quite a bit. So why are you here? And she kind of hops up on the head on the stump, like on one of like the tree trunks. The tree
I think
stumps.
I've been banished here.
Makes sense. Banish you not to the netherworld, you know? That's kind of your home turf.
Not really. I don't know if I can go to that place and never get out. This is different. I can get out of here.
Can you?
I think I can, yeah.
You'd have to find a door. Or have a Fae make you a door. Why don't you get Melody?
Melody's banished.
So
from
she
this
can.
place.
So, do you have any other Faes on speed dial that you know of? How about Yone?
Dead.
Great. Amazing. Did Mercutio live?
Yes.
Pity.
Wow, you're whiny, huh?
Did Nikki live?
Yeah.
Okay. Did Samir live?
Fuck you.
With what? I don't have a body. I don't know what you would want to do. You can't do that. I just have a mouth, and that's all I run with.
You really think you're funny, huh?
I think I'm hilarious. I have so much time to do jokes here. I just think I've been trapped here for goddamn who knows how long.
Would you prefer a different trap? Huh?
I prefer you just fucking stake me in the face and call it a day.
No, I don't think that would work for you. I'm going to hex Victoria. I'm still in my darkest self. Okay, so here's the thing. I rolled a 7 on the dice with my dark. That's a 9. So I can choose one from below, but the hex is still happening. and it's still going to happen to its full effect because I'm not going to pick the weird side effects one, and I can't trigger my darkest self. I'm taking 1 harm, which puts me at 3.
What's the hex?
Definitely illusions. And I think Victoria might like a visitation with some of her past victims.
She stops for a moment and has her eyes got that familiar glaze over, and then she starts yelling at someone that isn't there. And she goes, "Mother, what are
Victoria.
you doing here? Get away. I don't care. I left home for a reason. Get away from me." And just starts like screaming at random family members.
Goodbye, Victoria.
Fuck you.
I walk away from
You're
the
never going to leave
unseen.
this place. And she starts to, no, shut up. I don't mean you. You can leave this place whenever you want. I wish you would leave this place.
And I'm going to look for a door. I think, though, I might want to keep my cool.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Because otherwise, I might go on a witchy rampage over the Fey realm.
Over the Pharaoh.
That'd be bad. But I do keep my cool with a 12.
Nice. You have to ask one question.
I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to leave here, so let me get some insight about that.
You would need to definitely find a Fae to get you out of here. So it shouldn't be about let's find a door, because there is no door unless one gets called. You know that much from your planar studies.
Yeah. So whereabouts can I find a Fae around this place?
You look for a bit, and minutes pass, and you don't really see anything. You feel like maybe there's another way. Like, you can definitely call a Fae if you wanted to, but you're not sure how.
I call out for a Fae.
You feel something hit your shoe.
I glance down. Is it Victoria's head?
No, it is a bunch of dancing mushrooms.
Well, hello, little friends.
And they start trying to climb your pants.
I mean, they could try, but they're ghostly pants. I don't think they have great grip.
They manage. They start shimmying up. And then they go, meet. They're cute.
I need a doorway out of here. Can you help me with that?
Eat me.
I'm going to gaze into the abyss again. What do these shrooms do? Okay, that's an 8 plus 2. That's a 10. That's better.
You asked how to get out, or you asked how to find a Fae? What was your original question to them?
My original question to them, I need help me find a way out of here.
You just get the phrase "eat me," but you feel like that these shrooms would probably get you in contact with a Fae, and you actually, it's funny enough, you don't even get the illusions anymore. You actually get a memory of a situation you talked with Isaac from last season, where Isaac told you that he had met with Fae King after taking some magic mushrooms. He did not reveal to you that these mushrooms were semi-sentient, but...
Well, I don't want to hurt any of you.
We want to be eaten.
That's creepy. I also don't want to be really high, because it makes me feel kind of sick inside. Will a little bit work rather than a whole one?
It'd give you about 10 minutes. They don't say that. They just say, eat me. But you figure...
I take a small amount of one mushroom.
You take the tiniest one and it just jumps in. And the rest of them clap. And as they clap, they realize they're no longer hanging onto your pants. They all just go to the floor.
No, dear.
And start to nestle in the ground.
That's creepy. This whole place is creepy. I don't like it here.
You Victoria yelling at her non-existent uncle for taking all the blood. seems that hex is working a little bit too well.
That's fine. I'm okay with it working too well.
I love how like every other scene has been like dark and gloomy. The world is ending. We get the chum, and it's just like we're in the Witchlight Carnival. We're just in the Fae. We're just enjoying it. We're going on a magical adventure.
And we're eating sentient creatures. I just wanted to put that one out there. Just make that one clear, because that was a distinction a little bit
They
ago.
asked, I clarified,
They
they
gave
insisted.
Consent.
Consent's the difference. Okay, I'll just make sure you're dead next time before I take a bite. Like what?
That means I literally did not give dead people cannot give.
Exactly.
Hold up, people who have no capability to respond no longer can give consent. Dead people can
That's
give consent,
true. But
when they're ghosts.
so at which point do they? This. I'm
That's
taking
right.
notes.
It takes work. It takes work.
I'm taking notes.
So as long as someone consents to being eaten, it's a-okay.
Not really, no. It's really creepy and it makes me feel sick inside.
But a couple of minutes pass, and has Sean ever been like high before?
Once, and he really despised it.
It doesn't feel like that. You get the kind of like slow, hazy feeling in your body. But more importantly, it's the visuals outside that start to morph into colors. As everything starts to get more enhanced and almost look like watercolors. And all the bushes and the trees almost start to gain a bit of sentience of themselves as they look at you, and they're all silently whispering away.
Waiting.
And you look as you watch as the screaming Victoria is being carried by several of the young mushrooms. And like on the side of her head, and kind of rising out of the ground, you see the staircase that Isaac once described, like little like floating barks of wood that seem to just go up into the sky.
I'm really gonna hate this, aren't I? And I start walking up the staircase.
How do you deal
I think you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, how do you deal with heights?
It's fine. Sean flies.
So as you,
But I think that because I'm still in my darkest self, there's some unintentional bad effects going on, and so after I alight from each like piece of bark or whatever, they get necrotized and just fall and die. He doesn't belong here.
Yeah, and it definitely seems apparent of that as the chasing after you furiously are the mushrooms, as if they're intent on delivering Victoria's head to wherever you're going.
Yeah. Can
And
you not?
she's still blabbering away.
It's typical. I keep going up the stairs.
And you go higher and higher and higher and higher. And the trees start to almost stretch on endlessly as you kind of slowly start to lose sight of the ground. But the canopy of these large, kind of infinitely large trees are slowly becoming closer to you. As you look and you look and you walk and you walk. And you start to feel a little bit like more lighter in the air. Your head beginning to be a little more clear. It's an interesting feeling. You don't absolutely hate it. Like, you're definitely still in faculties with yourself. And that's when you get to the canopy. The top of the tree is large and spread out, almost like a throne room, as you see these like leaves and everything kind of pad for a roof. And getting to the top, you see a large flower, like one of those orchids. And as you get closer, the leaves begin to separate and it begins to bloom as psychedelic music begins to start playing.
I hate this more and more by the second.
And kind of like opening up, you see a see a person, you know, and he's laying kind of the bed of the center of the orchid, which is just a bunch of flowers. There's light kind of just sparkling on here. He's pretty much completely naked, if not for like a kind of sash of leaves and twigs and shrubbery that cover him in just the right spots. And he is playing a sitar with 4 hands, actually, with 4 separate arms that have seemingly sprouted around off his back, and he's just having fun. This flower crown, he's got long flowing blonde hair. His face kind of changes so that every time you're looking at it, it's like you're looking at a different person. And each person's someone familiar, but you can't quite put your like finger on who it is. Almost if that's like the intentional part of the effect.
Isaac mentioned meeting you.
Oh, that was the high strung up little dude. Yes, yeah. How is he? He delivered. He did exactly what I asked him, though. He got me Victoria, and then you see the shrooms kind of like rolling the head, and they throw with like all their might. They throw the head at him, and he catches it. And oh, you poor thing, you've been hexed. And he looks over at you and goes, "Was this your doing?"
She was screwing with me.
What did I tell you, Victoria? And he puts her off into one of the shrubs, like almost like a little stand, and she kind of starts to go to sleep. So you've wandered into my realm, as it were. Sorry, I should do introductions. I am Melchior. How are you today?
I'm bad. I got pushed out of my home into this place. And all I want is to go back.
I'm sorry. What is your name?
Chun.
I'm sorry, Chun. Would you like some tea? And he kind of gestures over, and there's this self-filling like teapot.
I don't drink tea or eat. Not really. I'm kind of curious how the mushroom stuff happened.
Well, it works on everyone, regardless of if you're a spirit or physical or not.
I'm not physical. Not really.
I could tell. You want to talk about what happened?
Not particularly.
All right, I understand. No conversation. What can I do for you then?
I'd like a door out of here.
Oh, someone sent you here
No. Not...
against your will.
Yes, that did
Oh,
happen.
that's horrible. This realm should be a place to enter out of consent and fun. Should never be a punishment. Looks over Victoria. The irony is not lost on either of you at all, but... Well, I can offer you a door out of here for sure. But just the way the laws work here, we have to make some sort of deal if that's okay. Oh, you are muted on my end? Oh, there.
Yeah, well, that depends. What exactly do you want from me?
He sits there and he thinks for a moment. Oh, my ambassador hasn't... Well, one of the ambassadors hasn't been back to report in a while. How was Melody?
I thought you knew. She was banished.
Oh.
You?
No, I didn't banish her. Probably the council did. I don't really put myself into those situations, really. That's sad,
Well,
though. I really liked her.
they're great. Mostly. Unfortunately, they got banished because they refused to lie about the circumstances behind Yona's death.
Oh, yes. My son, the troublemaker. Terrible business that was. He was,
Yeah.
unfortunately, their mind was filled with terrible things. Still his own fault. I should have put a bit of proper care more. I thought he would have inherited his parents' trait of love and carefreeness and just having a good time, but I guess that was for naught.
Unfortunately, they were the type to want chaos and control.
They say megalomancy skips a generation in my family with the Fae, unfortunately. Well, I guess not every child can be everything they want for their father or mother. It's just the common part of life.
Melody's turned towards the assistance of certain individuals in a group, a cult called Mantra, along with another one of your kind, Sebastian.
You mean Sylvester or?
Sylvester.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine. That would also be a really cool name. Oh. His banishment was also unfortunate. You see, there's not a lot of rules in the Fae realm, but you don't break promises, and you don't violate laws of caste.
Laws of
Unfortunately,
caste?
well, Sylvester's what we would like to call one of just a normal Fae, a lower Fae, not that quite impressive of anything else, but he tried to insert himself into the royal family, whether it be out of love, but that should not do. And unfortunately, it was the council's decision to send him away. I didn't really like it, but really, I'm just my own individual. I don't really get to control what governs around here. I just
I mean,
really,
you're a king, right? A regent. You should be able to do whatever you want.
I'm sure, when you're being in the mortal realm, some kings are just figureheads. Sure, we have individual powers amongst ourselves, but we do nothing before the grand jury of Fae, or the council, the
Doesn't
collective.
that violate the laws of caste? If you're a higher caste, by them ordering you around seems a bit
Oh,
of a problem.
but in their realm, this realm, they're higher than me. Although not really. It's weird how it works. They have a
So
very
what do you want?
us and them system.
What do you want for the door?
I should be able to. Can you bring Melody back here?
You could undo her banishment, I could bring them back here.
Well, I
But I
can't.
don't know any other way.
I need them. If you could bring them back here, I could undo their banishment.
How would that work? How would I bring them back here?
How you got here in the first place without a Fae? I'm sure someone else might be willing to open a door. Or maybe you can find a door that's been left behind. That other gentleman, the angry one, is he still angry?
Yeah, Isaac's the exact same person. He's just dressed in flannel.
Oh, that sounds really horrifying.
It's a lateral move, really.
Why make effort to go vertical when you can just go horizontal, I guess? Well, if you can find, he came in here through a door. A door of the academy. If you could find that door and bring Melody through, I can undo her banishment. You would just have to get her to find me the same way that I found you. You found me. The mushrooms. And he gestures to the mushrooms, then I'll start dancing very happily.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Okie dokie. Would you like the calm way of going or the express?
Of a person I care about there. I'll take the express.
I'll try to land you as close as physically possible, but sometimes boundaries are just too much in effect for me. Before he does go, he looks at you. Did you hurt someone?
I think I did.
Someone you didn't want to hurt?
I tried to hurt the person who pushed me here. But I think I know I didn't. I hurt someone else.
Well, I can't force you to do anything. Maybe you should look back on people that you've hurt that maybe have not deserved it. And maybe say you're sorry. You might not have physically have hurt them. But kindness towards others is kindness towards self. Soup for the soul and all that.
I do try to be kind.
You
So many people don't return it.
Reciprocation of kindness is the unfortunate, or the lack of so is the unfortunate fate of all martyrs. But we still must do it regardless. Have a good day, John. And
Goodbye.
Mhm.
Goodbye.
Hope you'll come visit again. Maybe when you're more happy. And he kind of strums a few notes, and you see a elevator appear.
I enter the elevator.
Hopefully this will take you somewhere good.
Yeah, hopefully.
Bye. And the
Bye.
Jing, and it just drops and drops and drops and drops. And we'll see where you're going in just a second. As we cut back to our last scene before the break, we see Melody and Amara. As the good professor has just finished explaining what Amara is. The same thing that Yone told Isaac.
So, that face, Yone, that wasn't ever me. I'm just...
Well, you've probably taken many forms in the past. It's such as your cycle to be reborn and relived and live 1,000 lifetimes over. You're a necessary state of the world. You're an essential one. You were always meant to be here and you deserve to be here. Trapping you was cruel. It was horrifying. It was barbaric is what it was.
Who did it?
The school did, long ago. Probably in one of your previous terms, probably previous deans. Like some of the other students.
Why?
Because they feared that what you were and didn't understand you like we did. You see, much like people treat Mantra themselves, they don't understand us. So they immediately must turn to radicalize us. And so that's what they did to you. Sorry, I'm trying to get out of the faking voice, and I realize I'm still doing it. And that's what they did to you.
If you understand me, why would you bring me back and trap me like this? And they just sort of gesture at their person. Like, I still feel like I'm trapped. You didn't finish it. You didn't set me free. Not really.
You are merely in a state of conception still. You're just like a newborn babe. You haven't been filled with the experience yet. If you were to time and amongst other things, you'll begin to remember things. You'll begin to feel like yourself soon, I swear. And this ritual, our convergence, will surely help you. And we can...
Could I gaze into the abyss?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe everything that has been told to me. I want to understand why you would trap someone or some creature like Amara. Like what the actual reasoning is.
Like why they were trapped in the cave, or why they are Amara?
Why they were trapped in the cave.
Okay.
Like why would you? Because obviously, awkward situation, end of last season, tried to kill Amara, essentially. So, now it's a, hang on, explain.
Yeah, go ahead and roll gaze in the abyss.
That is a 5. Yeah, that's a 5. So it fails.
You see it as this. You see it as it wasn't Amara as the primordial, it wasn't the primordial that tried to kill you. It was Yone Yone possessing that power, trying to tie up loose ends and inciting that fear. So by shifting the blame onto Yone, your mind kind of convinces itself that it wasn't because of what Amara was. And the reason that Amara's being was trapped, it's kind of self-explanatory to you. They were really powerful. They didn't understand their abilities, much like every time the cycle might be reborn, maybe there's certain things that happen, and they just didn't understand it, so they chose to trap them instead.
Okay. Thank you.
I didn't force you into what you are now. You merely that's merely how you manifest in our world.
I don't want to manifest like this. It isn't right. Can I change it? Is there some way? Can I...
Do you not want
What am I meant to be? In another world? In the world that I'm from?
You are a pillar. You are something almost divine, but your divinity, much like ourselves, has been kind of wrenched from you. But by ascending, we can take that back. We can take it all back. We are so close. Close as we have ever been, because we have found you. The missing piece to our conglomeration. And because people like Melody have proven their dedication.
So, what are we going to do now?
We prepare for the ritual. This formal, coming up in a few days. We'll have everyone witness the end. We'll invite everyone from the valley in to see our grandest moment of stage.
Here, though? I mean, this school is... sort of gestures at the ruins.
Yes, repairs will need to be undertaken, but we could maybe get it into semi-working order Perhaps an outdoor formal would be best. Mr. Fernandez's destruction of the skirmish field is a little bit easier to fix than the large boring hole that is now broken into the front of the academy.
I don't fully understand, but I trust you. So...
Amara, do you want to liberate yourself from this form?
Of course, yes.
You know, by doing this, you'll be your truth, but you'll cease to be this mask you've created. You'll cease to be Amara. Are you okay with this?
All I wanted is to be me. If Amara isn't who I truly am, what I truly am, then that's not what I want.
Then we will liberate from you from these bonds. And with it, the divine path will be open to us. The mantra path. And he holds both of your hands. And Sylvester holds the other half. I'm so
But
excited.
how?
Sylvester says, ever since I was exiled, I've been waiting for this moment. Heaven on earth. Rebecca wanted this too. And through us, she can see that.
Yeah.
Professor Morrison gets up and says, prepare your outfits, enjoy the party, and on the eve of the night, the ritual will be complete. We have preparations to make. And he nods and leaves, leaving you alone with Sylvester. This is a great news.
Have you been looking forward to this since you got exiled? Really?
In truth, I didn't know I was looking forward to it, but I was looking forward to some event like this. Some event that would give me higher meaning, that there's something more out there than my realm. Something beyond. And it's here. And without Professor Morrison, I never would have seen it. And I never would have met you, Melody, and I never would have met you, Amara.
Do you ever miss home?
No. Never have. Never will.
Do you, Melody? Do you miss home? The Fae realm?
Sometimes.
And for a second, he stops and looks at Melody and goes, home can be whatever you want it to be. And he'll kiss you.
She'll return the kiss.
And then in a very surprising move, he'll attempt to kiss Amara.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Okay, the big question though is, does this make me feel as much as Mercutio did? I'm thinking the answer is probably no.
It's weird. there's a little more warmth behind this. Like there's a little more there's a little more love behind this, but there definitely was a lot more passion beyond the other one. Mercutio.
Also, come on, Mercutio's just hotter.
There you go.
That's-
It's like
You
So-
can't compare the two.
it's,
I mean, technically colder, but realistically.
it's warm soup that's like it fills you up, it makes you happy. After a long day in the ice, it's exactly what you want. And then Mercutio is like the flavor bombed, like spicy, like it's gonna mess you up completely, but you're gonna enjoy every bite of it.
I would like Chris's description of the two now, because we've had them. We've had the other two. I would like to know.
I feel like Mercutio, right? That's the dessert right there. That's the. How would you like to finish your meal? I would like, a
That's a
Mercutio.
sweet
That's like-
treat. That's the
It's a sweet
flambe.
treat right there. That's the flambe. Now we're talking about this guy. This guy, I know. It's like, hey, we have this. He's kind of the option that's just there. You take it.
He's the
but,
vegan option. He is the.
Yeah, he's just like, you decided to
Are you
try it
saying
out
he's
for the night.
he's the fish at the wedding? It's like steak or fish, and you're like,
yeah,
come on.
yeah, he's just, it's just there, and you're kind of like, okay, I will, but like, really, did you really want to? Like, did you really?
Let me get a shot of this, okay? Okay, you got this. This one is just, it's like when you order the stew at a pub, but they're not an English pub, so it's slightly underseasoned, even more than English standards for some reason. But it's filling. It's filling, and it's hearty, and it's full of like mushrooms and meat, and potatoes. It's like, you not only does it stick to your ribs, you leave the pub thinking, oh, I'm never gonna be cold again. It's a false sort of warmth. Mercutio is like whiskey, okay? You end a meal with Mercutio. You start a meal with Mercutio. And more importantly, that kind of, it just fills your lungs until it's all you can think about if you get, just a bit too into it. It's dangerous, but you can't help yourself.
He's the ultimate. You can't beat the ultimate. That's the finishing move right there.
What I know now is if I'm ever trying to sell something that really shouldn't be sold, I know who to contact.
You're welcome.
All of you. Just all of you. Because
I am
Mercutio
available
got,
for
a
consulting
7?
between the hours of 9 and 5.
Mercutio's a 7 and Sylvester got an 11, I believe. So like
For Melody, that you might just feel differently. Like,
Okay, for Melody, Mercutio is tempestuous and tantalizing, but then you realize, is there actually that much there? There's a feeling of like emptiness behind it all, a feeling of like something's already died.
is Mercutio cotton candy? Is that what you're saying?
It pulls you in, but it doesn't satisfy. On the other hand, this may not be immediately as mind-trickingly like masterful, but you will never feel cold again. There's no emptiness. There's not a shred of a void. It just fills you up from the inside until you practically, it becomes you. That's the kind of affection this is.
I think
Does that help?
This is the horniest conversation I think we've ever had on this show.
I could make it hornier. Would you like more?
No, but I like
Samir is.
I don't think that you can say that and then wonder why people say you're a zaddy, though.
yeah,
Oh my
you're done.
God.
You've done it. You've finished it.
All right, here's a real
MC
question
change.
before we end.
MC.
Before we end for the break and then come back for the last couple scenes. Sylvester will keep going if you both let him. That's the question is, do you?
Melody will.
Absolutely.
So
Bitch, I'm just trying to feel something. Like,
Morrison leaves and just the clothes immediately go on, everything goes, and in like the, also this is like one of the classrooms that have like just has somehow survived. Like,
Isn't this the auditorium?
Even better.
yeah, this is the auditorium. Yeah, never mind. This is the auditorium. So people might be seeing the fucking. Who cares? No one gives a shit. Your mantra. You're better. You're built different.
You're horny.
Yeah, there you go.
Surely that's all that matters at that point.
And we'll end this by resolving. We'll resolve sex moves. Amara, read yours out first, because this is the first time you're ever using it.
Yes. When you have sex with someone, both players secretly write down whether the sex was confusing or soothing for their character. If you reveal the same answer, both characters mark experience.
All right. I'll write down Sylvester's then, and then.
Is this a threesome? Do
Yeah,
I also?
I think you also write it down.
Sweet. Yeah.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first threesome of this game. Many more to come.
It's surprising that it took so long.
Why?
It really is.
Advertisement.
The game that I run, like, there was a threesome, like, episode 5 of the first season. Like, it got straight to it. It's more threesome, please.
Look,
more.
when we made the wish list, one of the things someone said was, this game needs to be hornier. And I was like, I took that personally.
Thank you. I appreciate.
All right. Everyone got their answer?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Go. Soothing.
Soothing.
I said soothing.
Everyone marks experience.
Don't you lie! Don't you lie!
It was all good.
We know what you wrote down, but let's go one of you on the inside. One of you.
The real question, Amara, is who did you like more? Sylvester or Melody?
Interesting.
And while you
I
think
feel
about...
like- Yeah, okay, go ahead. I was just going to say...
While
I
you're
feel
thinking
like-
about that, Melody, read your sex move.
When you lie naked with another, you can ask them for a promise. If they refuse, take 2 strings on them.
What are you asking Sylvester and Amara as a promise?
Can we break first so I can think about it?
Yes, we could break first. Amara, do you know... You have your answer?
I feel like Melody's heart might have been more in it than Sylvester's, so
All right.
I'm going Melody.
Boom. All right, we'll take a break here. Be back in like 5 minutes, and then we'll do the last couple scenes for the night. Bye, everyone. Or no, be right back.
1 a.m., eyes closed, I'm slowly falling to the music and the atmosphere. Now and then, I feel lights fading softly all over me, and I remember last year when I was alone in my bed with all these thoughts in my head and living silently inside. It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wished for a new, happier day. If a hand could reach out right now and save my life somehow, I'll face the sun again as soon as this dreary night ends.
Cause I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always behind me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me. Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be. Can't go outside, I'm afraid that you find me. Yeah, I know about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can relate. Fucking got my own reflection from a mini of the day. Yeah, I know about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can relate. Fucking got my own reflection from a mini of the day.
My mind is drifting away.
I grab the red wine on rainy days and then I blow it, cause I'll age another fucking dozen days before I know it. Yeah, I spend them all inside, waste my time when I'm scrolling, but I love when it rains, cause I'm agoraphobic.
One a.m., eyes closed, I'm slowly falling to the music and the atmosphere. Now and then, I feel lights fading softly all over me, and I remember last year when I was alone in my bed with all these thoughts in my head and living silently inside. It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wished for a new, happier day. If a hand could reach out right now and save my life somehow, I'll face the sun again as soon as this dreary night ends.
Cause I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare on my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me. Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be. Can't go outside, I'm afraid they'd be finding me. Yeah, I know about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke with me the other day. Yeah, I know about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke with me the other day.
Drifting away. Then I 1 a.m., eyes closed, I'm slowly falling to the music and the atmosphere. Now and then, I feel lights fading softly all over me, and I remember last year when I was alone in my bed with all these thoughts in my head and living silently inside. It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wished for a new, happier day. If a hand could reach out right now and save my life somehow, I'll face the sun again as soon as this dreary night ends.
Cause I can't do shit right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me. Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be. Can't go outside, I'm afraid they'd be finding me. Paranoid about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can't relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke a mid the other day. Paranoid about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can't relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke a mid the other day. Got a lot of bad shit that I'm taking to my grave. Got a fucking date with death on house arrest till trial days. So I grab the red wine on rainy days and then I blow it. Cause I'll age another fucking dozen days before I know it. Yeah, I spend them all inside, waste my time while I'm scrolling. But I love when it rains, cause I'm agoraphobic.
One a.m., eyes closed, I'm slowly falling to the music and the atmosphere. Now and then, I feel lights fading softly all over me, and I remember last year when I was alone in my bed with all these thoughts in my head and living silently inside. It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wished for a new, happy
right, I can't learn my lesson. I can't do shit right, take antidepressants. Illness and welfare robbed my adolescence. My friends probably hate me, can't answer a message. Filled with anxiety, always be hiding me. Feeling inadequate's always what's driving me. Not a role model, that's not what I strive to be. Can't go outside, I'm afraid they'll be finding me. Yeah, I know about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke a mid the other day. Yeah, I know about my privacy, yeah. And they always asking questions about my face, can relate. Fucking caught my own reflection, broke a mid the other day.
So we're back with Gehenna Academy for like the last 20-30 minutes. Let's end this out. Very good, very well. So Melody, did you think of your requests?
I didn't, but I'll decide them now. I just double checking. Yeah, I can ask for a promise. So
Yep.
to both of them, I think is going to be the same one. And it's going to be, please don't hurt me.
Of course not.
Never. What? Don't look at me like that, Nord Ali. And yeah, and Sylvester would probably suggest like, hey, I have a dorm room that's not destroyed. You should all stay with me tonight. Because everyone's in like this very vulnerable moment. I was accidentally paused the music because I hit my space bar. How it happens.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll end that scene there. And we come back to Isaac. What do you do with the information once you leave Yone? Are you asking to be sent back?
I probably well, back as in back to the office or back as in back home?
Back to the office. Or well, back to home, they would ask you.
I probably would go back to the office to see just if things have calmed down a bit or if it's still.
Oh no, everything's. Oh no, it's going to hell. Spirit, she's
worse.
She's doing all this paperwork. You. Fucking. Goddamn. You see all this?
Yeah, bureaucracy's hell.
Yeah, that's how they get you. And
yeah.
I suddenly realized why I haven't been able to see stuff going on. My predestination, they put pretty good wards up, whoever was leading them.
And that doesn't justify you attacking? That doesn't justify you guys intervening?
She points to the little roll of red tape. I gave you knowledge. I gave you answers. Did you find anything useful?
I did. I did find some useful stuff here. Hopefully it'll help, but, you know, a Reaper would be nice. For sure.
Well, as soon as I can find Miss Valencia, I'll send her your way.
Dope. If this place blows up, it's your fault. Just letting you know that.
Wait a minute. You. And she points to Luca. Me. And Luca's like, what?
I stand to the side, just in case.
She walks up, pokes, prods. You'll do just fine. Hands her a pen. And then slaps her on the back. There. You have a Reaper.
Oh, come on! Why couldn't you make me one?
Because you're a psychic lunatic.
What? Coming from you? You the psychotic little child?
How many people did you critically maim?
Maim, not murdered.
I haven't murdered anyone. I collect
We
souls.
both know that's a lie.
collect souls already
yeah.
dead.
So high and mighty.
What would you rather them do? Wander the earth of eternity? That's how you get your friend.
Everybody gets the cool shit.
There you go. You've been deputized, Luca. You got your Reaper. Go finish the job. Well, you can't get into the academy because you're expelled. You just gotta wait for a moment in time where, as soon as those, if you can somehow get in, whenever that happens, it's perfect to strike then. We're 2 minutes to midnight.
Last time I checked, it was 11 o'clock at night.
No, we're 2 minutes to midnight, as in, we're 2 minutes to complete annihilation.
You have a doomsday clock here? What
Of
what
course
else
we have
do
doomsday
you...
clocks. We literally preside over every realm.
Your place is so confusing. You got cool things, but you got tape. You could do anything, but you don't do anything. It's...
Let me tell you about the time some girl got in here trying to look for her brother. Oh my god, that was an intense mess. And I will never... The control division was having a field day.
What girl and what brother?
Don't worry about it. Long off reference that you probably don't get.
Okay. I will go. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. You didn't let Yoni get into your head, did you?
No.
Excellent, because he's incredibly dangerous. And you should not trust him or make any promises with him whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
None
you
whatsoever.
do, that would be horrifically horrible, and we might have to kill you for that.
Whoa, wait, hold up, back it up. The killing? I thought you didn't kill. Now you kill? What is up with that?
For the good of people, yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I don't know. Why are you busting people in the knees and ending people's careers?
I ended a career, I didn't end a life.
Why do you hold such jealousy over a single woman?
Because I was in love with her.
Oh, that shows love. Nothing shows love than obsession.
I don't know how long you've been on here on this planet of ours, or plane, or whatever you want to call it, so you don't get to judge me, little girl.
Look, if you do this, I'll give you a gift. Take care of the situation. I'll give you a gift you'll probably want.
You get to tell me what it is? I
No.
mean, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Fine. I will take care of your situation.
Excellent. Thank you. You're amazing. Beautiful.
And why, I gotta ask, I
walks
feel
to
like,
death.
no, why a child?
I didn't choose it. That's why I'm a bitch. And she, shoos you away.
I feel like it gets into so many situations.
The door slams. Luca goes, well, that went well. So, you're not going to tell her you made a deal with...
I was, until she brought the part of, we kill people, and I was like, I think I should keep this to myself.
Okay, yep. This will not hurt us at all.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. I know it's gonna hurt. I've been through this so many times. I know this is gonna hurt. But I think at this point, I've built up a tolerance to the pain.
And you watch as you hear the elevator, and you go back up to the valley. As you're in the town of Gehenna Valley. And then you hear another elevator as a familiar looking ghost steps out.
Well, look who got expelled. Well, well, well. It ain't so high and mighty now, are you?
Am I out of my darkest self yet? That's a question I need to ask.
That's a question
think-
only you can answer.
I think I'm close, but I need one little bit of satisfaction. I'm gonna deck Isaac.
To roll volatile.
Yeah. Just
Are you decking Isaac or using mind over matter?
I'm decking Isaac.
Okay.
This is one of those situations where you're like,
You have strings to spend if you need them.
I'm not gonna spend any strings. But this is one of those situations where you're like, I could use special powers, but sometimes you just want someone to like get hit in the face. Anyways, that's a 7. And I'm gonna let you, MC, decide how bad the charm's gonna turn out.
Oh, God, please.
Oh, you knock Isaac completely out. Clean KO. He was not expecting that out of you.
How you doing, Luca?
I just got deputized.
It's nice.
Do you know what's going on in the situation? The formal.
I mean, I have a vaguely good idea, yeah. It's pretty obvious at this point.
Really?
Was Isaac...
He was helpful.
Did he do... What stupid thing did he do?
We talked to Yone.
What did he promise the dead Fey Prince?
That he would bring Amara to see him. He's locked up. Because apparently Amara is primordial of darkness.
Amara's a person.
Amara also was originally trapped in a cave.
Yeah. They still have a chance to prove who they are.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. He spoke with almost a parental affection, which is kind of weird, or maybe an owner to a toy. I'm not sure.
It's the latter. It's definitely the latter, because that's how Yone treated everyone. We were toys to that asshole. And now a very impressionable being made of, as you called it, primordial darkness has just been promised to them.
It sucks, but the information he gave us was really hard to pass up. I think me and Isaac can detach people from Mantra. Like that connection, I think we can do it.
How are you going to fix it?
We have to get close. We'd have to hold them down, and we have to physically disconnect the psychic link that's on everyone's mind. One by one. Or we could kill the head. The original. But Yone says that's pretty much impossible.
Morrison didn't die then.
What?
Morrison didn't die then.
What do you mean? Speaking of which, where did you go after we left? After you left?
It's not important.
Okay.
I think there's only one person who can give us the right answers, and they're not going to be found here.
Well, we have time.
I don't know if we have enough time. I need you to... I need you to kill me.
What?
I can feel my connection to the ground fading anyway. But I need you to do it. I need you to finish it.
But if I kill you... But you're a ghost. I can't... You want me
People Mantra has hurt. People now disconnected from them. People who used to be a part of Mantra but now are awakened from all of that. They're not here anymore. I need to go there. I need to talk to them.
Who are you trying to find?
I don't know. I thought I saw a flash. I think I knew I couldn't have... Someone stepped in the way. I need to find who that person was.
Okay.
I'll come back.
You swear?
No.
Well, I trust you. As my investigation squad partner. Friend.
One more thing. When Isaac wakes up, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Just grab him by the shoulder and just shake him for a little bit.
Yeah.
That man needs to get right in the head.
I have to tell you one more thing.
What?
I think Mantra, they're going to try to kill Amara.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty obvious at this point.
They're going to use them as the conduit. They're going to use them to elevate themselves. But they need to wait to the formal. That's when they're going to do it. And if we can interrupt the ritual, if we can stop it long enough that it can't happen, then Morrison will be weakened and maybe he'll just fucking leave.
Hopefully it'll be that easy.
Never is it? And
Nope.
They kind of focus on the pen, and you see as this giant Reaper sight forms. I didn't think I'd be using this so soon.
Somehow I always thought it was going to be Isaac doing this. Go ahead.
Sean,
Yeah.
this is the last time I see you. I'm sorry we didn't meet sooner, under better circumstances.
Why?
You probably would have been someone real important to have in my life back then.
Yeah.
But
I put a hand on the shoulder. Sorry I didn't get to meet you earlier too.
it's okay. A toast, and they raise the scythe to things that'll never be. And just... Oh, as I hit my mic. Sorry, man, I'm tearing up a little bit with this. The emotions in me. The screen cuts that silhouette, and we see, like, almost like an animation, we see Chan's head separate from their body. And before it even hits the ground, the spirit just fades. And F in the chat.
Press F for respect.
Respects. And the last kind of thing we hear is Lucas goes, Come on, you big dummy. Wake the fuck up. We got an academy to save. And that's where we'll end chapter 17 of Gehenna Academy. Hell or high water. Thank you, everyone. That was an awesome session. A lot of fun and set up for things to come. And yeah, things are only going to get more intense. Join us next week for chapter 18. I'm going to drop the title of it right now. Because fuck it, why not? Chapter 18. When the curtain tears. Get ready. And tell everyone what you got going on in your life. Oh, first. 1, 2. All right. Sorry. Some traditions just need to stay intact. Yeah, go ahead. Tell. Starting in reverse order.
Foreshadowing. Hi everybody. I'm Christopher Cologne. I was playing Isaac the Fury. He, him. You can find me on my Twitter at VO_Cologne, COLON. Everything I'm doing is NDA, so I can't really talk about it. Hopefully, I can talk about it soon. But just keep watch out for my space there. And if you need any voiceover needs, I am the man to go to.
Hi, y'all. I'm Alyssa. You can find me on Twitter at @adisasterqueer, where I will post about things that I am involved in. Yeah, Chantal.
Hey, I am Chantal B. You can find me on Twitter at Chantal B. Attached to my bio is a link tree with everything I do. I also keep a blog of what Melody is up to at wordswithcolor.com. Yes.
Hey everyone, I am part of that energy was like, hello sports fans. Hey everyone, my name is Nordine Lee. My pronouns are he, him, but I go by Werewolf Feels on the interwebs. So you can catch my Twitter, my Instagram, my Twitch all under that name. And if you go to my Twitter, you will find a card in a link listing all the things that I'm involved in that I can talk about. Like our friend Chris, there's some NDA stuff. What about you, Nick?
Hi everyone, I'm the storyteller for Gehenna Academy. Find me at Noble Nick, he, him. Yeah, Marina's not here to promote Cradle of Cain, but it is coming very, very soon. We got about half the season recorded, so we'll have some great stuff to show you very, very soon, hopefully the next week or so. Stuff has just been real busy last few weeks, unfortunately. Other than that, I'm proud to announce that I'll be making a guest appearance on Crack the Sky. Mezzanine Alpha, the second season of the Lancer series, over on Carrying Comfort Studios. I'm going to be in the first couple episodes. We'll see how long my stint is on there. It'll be a lot of fun, where I'll be playing the pilot, only known by their call sign, Vaxis. Other than that, you can find me coming up on November 17th. I'll be starring in an Exalted actual play, Exalted 3rd Edition, plus Essence as well, by Onyx Path Publishing, called Hymns of the Unconquered Sons. It's going to be great. I'm so excited to play my character Fist. It's going to be awesome. So go check it out. We're going to do a tech test for tomorrow. And yeah, and that's going to be over on Devil's Luck Gaming. But other than that, more projects to come, and I'll tell you how it is when they show up. Thank you everyone for this awesome game, awesome fun session. Really emotional tonight, and I feel like this is a lot about what Monsterhearts is all about, as it were, and I really do appreciate that. But the fun's not going to stop. Thank you to Elderwood Academy and to Die Hard Dice. I'm going to go ahead and raid Martlet Games from here, because they are doing their awesome series, episode 1 of Terminal Black, which is the 10 Candles anthology, and we love Martlet Games over here on this channel. We support our friends, so we're going to be raiding them. Peace out, everyone. Have a great day, and good night. Oh, I thought. Wait a minute. I've never actually done this well. Will this work? Oh my god. There you go. Bye, guys.
1 a.m., eyes closed, I'm slowly falling to the music.